The quietest trap in modern life isn't debt. It isn't inflation. It's the paycheck that arrives on time every 2 weeks and makes you feel safe while making you poor. Psychological setup. The trap. Look at the smartest person in your office, the one who solves every crisis, the one who stays late, fixes everyone's mistakes, and never complains. Now look at their bank account. Nothing, or close to it. Why? Because you've been sold a beautiful lie. The lie says competence equals wealth. Work hard, be valuable, and the system will reward you. Machiavelli watched this exact dynamic 500 years ago. He saw loyal, intelligent advisors get used and then discarded. Not because they were incompetent, but because they were useful without being dangerous. Here is the uncomfortable truth most employees never hear. Your salary is not a reward for your value. Your salary is the price the market pays to keep you from building something of your own. Think about that. Every month, your employer calculates the minimum amount required to keep you compliant, to keep you showing up, to keep you from realizing that you could take what you know and build your own structure. Escalating insight. The shift. You were taught that if you become indispensable, you become rich. Wrong. If you are indispensable exactly where you are, why would anyone move you? The prince doesn't promote the engineer who fixes the dam every night. The prince promotes the person who owns the dam. Machiavelli wrote, "Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception." In corporate life, the deception isn't a lie, it's a system. The system convinces you that loyalty is a currency, that staying late builds equity, that solving problems quietly will get you noticed. But here's the psychological mechanism that separates the wealthy from the exhausted. The wealthy understand a simple law. Control is power. Income is not. Your boss doesn't need you to be rich. Your boss needs you to be slightly insecure, because a secure employee looks at their desk and asks one dangerous question: what happens if I stop doing this for them and start doing this for myself? That question is the end of obedience. And obedience is the foundation of every salary. Emotional tension. The uncomfortable mirror. Let me make you genuinely uncomfortable. You check your email at 10 p.m. because you care. You say, "No problem," to unreasonable requests because you're nice. You fix problems that you weren't asked to fix because you want to be seen as valuable. Machiavelli would not call you dedicated. He would call you a useful instrument. Not cruel, just accurate. The rich employee isn't the smartest. The rich employee is the one who understands the gap between effort and visibility. Effort is private. You suffer alone. Visibility is power. If you fix a crisis in silence, you rob yourself. If you let the crisis almost break, then solve it in front of everyone, now you have leverage. Now they know. Without you, the building burns. Deeper hidden truth. The real game. Here is what Machiavelli knew about human nature that no HR training will ever teach you. People do not reward competence. People reward relief from fear. If you quietly do your job perfectly every day, no one feels fear. So no one feels real gratitude. You become a machine. Machines get maintained. They don't get rich. But if you are the only person who understands the client contract, the only person who knows the old database password, the only person who can explain the numbers to the angry investor, now you are not an employee. Now you are a private necessity. And private necessity sets its own price. Look at wealthy people who were once employees. They didn't quit because they were lazy. They quit because they realized one thing. The moment you become replaceable, you become poor. The moment you become dangerous to replace, you become rich. Identity shift moment. The fracture. Most smart employees suffer from one fatal flaw. They want to be liked. They want to be seen as helpful, as a team player, as someone who doesn't cause problems. Machiavelli said it's better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. But in an office, you don't need fear. You need structured dependence. Make your boss look good, absolutely, but make it impossible for your boss to look good without you. That is the knife edge. You don't threaten, you don't manipulate, you don't become toxic. You simply build a quiet system where your absence creates visible expensive, undeniable pain. Ask yourself a brutal question today. Does my role have asymmetric leverage? If you left on Friday, would Monday be awkward or catastrophic? Awkward means you're a good worker. Catastrophic means you're an asset. Assets get equity, workers get pizza parties, and a thank you email. Powerful concluding payoff. The final loop. So why do smart employees rarely become rich? Because they confuse intelligence with strategy. They think solving problems is the game. No, owning the problem is the game. Machiavelli watched rulers fall, not because they were stupid, but because they were useful for too long without being necessary. They worked harder instead of working smarter. They polished the throne instead of building their own castle. Here is your final frame for today. Stop asking, how do I work harder? Start asking, what breaks if I leave? And if the answer is nothing, then you aren't underpaid. You are over-available. And availability without leverage is just expensive politeness. The rich didn't outwork you. They outstructured you. They understood that a quiet threat of absence is worth more than 1,000 hours of presence. Now sit with that and decide if you want to keep being the smartest poor person in the room.